What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, making his debut on the channel tonight, we have Nick Johnston. Yes, indeed. How about that? Nick Johnston making his debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from John Tapmeyer, and John wanted to see me react to this song by Nick Johnston called Remarkably Human. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nick Johnston, okay? And the video has 1.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Nick Johnston, Remarkably Human. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It's really pretty. Yeah, I will absolutely give it that. It is very pretty. It's very well mixed. It's very well engineered. The guitar playing is very simplistic, but it sounds really good. It's getting a good tone. I think I'm more impressed with what's happening within the bass player. That sounds more impressive to me than what the guitar player is doing. But I mean, it sounds really good. It sounds pretty, like I said. Am I impressed? No. Am I particularly enjoying this? Not really, no. It's if I'm being honest, this is putting me to sleep. I'd be lying if I said I was not looking at the clock going, oh, We got another 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Okay. Like I said, I'm not taking anything away from it, guys. It's pretty. It is absolutely pretty. It sounds really good, but it is not in my wheelhouse. I am not enjoying it. So anyway, let's keep going here. I think I figured it out. I'm sitting here going, this sounds familiar on a lot of different levels. It's not because I've heard the song. I've heard a lot of songs like this. A lot of songs that were written like this. Specifically by Joe Satriani. Here's the thing, though. This sounds like a song that was written by Joe Satriani, but was played by Steve Vai. He's doing a lot of the same techniques that Steve Vai does. The slide on the pick to the finger on the left hand where the finger takes over. You know, that thing. He does that. I've seen him do that like 3 times now. His very subtle sweep pick from the third to the second to the first string, just those 3 strings of just that thing. It's really, really subtle. I've seen him do that multiple times. Very Steve Vai-ish. One of his signature things he does. His fingering technique even reminds me of Steve Vai. His strumming, his right hand. Look at this picture right here. He's at rest right now. He's not actively strumming. He hit a note and he's sustaining, so his right hand's kind of resting. See how his wrist is bent? That's a Steve Vai thing. That is absolutely a Steve Vai thing. It sounds like Steve Vai playing a song that was written by Joe Satriani. That's what this reminds me of. Anyway, let's keep going here. Slide to the hand again. Oh, wow, there's only 30 seconds left. I stand by what I said. This sounds like a saturating song being played by Steve Vai. I will give the guy all the credit in the world. I'll give this guy, what's his name again? Nick Johnston. I'll give him all the credit in the world. He's got great technique. It sounds really good. It sounds really clean. Keeping in mind this is a studio recording, it is. And, Pro Tools is an amazing thing. It helps. It helps quite a bit. But ultimately, you still got to play clean. You still got to play correctly. And he's doing a great job. So I'll give him all the credit in the world. I'm not really digging this all that much. And I'm really not enjoying it all that much. So 30 more seconds. Let's I hate to sound rude, but let's get this over with, shall we? Major resolution. We really need credits. Really? Anyway. Yeah. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nick Johnston with Remarkably Human. This was a request from John Tapmeyer. All right. Let's just get to the score and we'll put this baby to bed. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I will give all the credit where credit's due. Absolutely. And if you know anything about me, you know anything about this channel, you know I'm going to give credit where credit is due. And I will absolutely give this guy the credit that he deserves. He sounds like a very competent and talented and knowledgeable guitar player. He really does. I saw some great technique in the video. Now remember, music videos are what music videos are. So they're nothing more than a promotional tool, in all honesty. So the video really had absolutely no bearing or carried no weight with the score at all. But I did notice watching him play that he does have some really good technique. It's very clean. From what I could hear, very clean playing. But again, like I know, this is a studio recording. Pro Tools does come into play, but Pro Tools can only do so much, guys. I mean, there are certain things that Pro Tools cannot do. And one of the things that it cannot do is emulate clean guitar playing. It just can't do it. If a guitar player flubs, the only thing you can do is you could punch in and you could, re-record the flub and make sure you don't flub that time. You could do that. But you can't sit there and scrub it out. I mean, there's a scrubbing tool, but whenever you use that scrubbing tool, you gotta be careful because the next thing you know, the quality of the tone of whatever it is you're scrubbing diminishes more and more and more. So you don't want to do that. So he obviously clean playing. The song was well written. It was well constructed. It was a very pretty song. I will absolutely give it that. It is a very pretty song. It sounds like a lot of thought went into it, a lot of emotion went into it, and that's wonderful and that's great. Did I personally enjoy it? Nope. I could not wait for this to be over. I was pretty bored through the whole thing. I was not enjoying myself through this. It was not something I would ever want to listen to ever again. Not because it was bad. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't be giving this a 7.4 if I thought it was bad. If I thought it was bad, it'd be down in the 1s and 2s. Now, I'm giving this a 7.4, which is by definition a really good score because I think he did a really good job. It is a really good song. It's not my cup of tea, man. It is just not. It sounded to me like from the beginning, I kept thinking to myself, this sounds like the song itself doesn't sound familiar, but the style of song sounds familiar. And that's when it hit me, Joe Satriani. But I started noticing him doing a lot of things with his technique and the way his tone was coming out and the way he was playing. I'm like, that's not Joe though. That's Steve Vai. So that's why I was getting the equation of this is a Joe Satriani style song being played in a Steve Vai style of playing. I think that's the best, honest equation that I could come up with, the best way to describe this song. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I thought it was a really good job. Just not my cup of tea. But it's still getting the really good score of 7.4. And for those of you that might be new to the channel, you might be big Nick Johnston fans, you may not be aware that a 7.4 actually is a really good score. That's okay. I have proof in case you don't believe me. Scroll down a little bit in the video description and you're going to see my scoring system chart down there. And you'll see that 7.0 to 7.9 is the grading scale for what? What does it say? It says really good. It's not impressive. It's not amazing. It's not great, but it is really good. It was a solid song. I will absolutely give it that. So yeah, 7.4 is where we're at. 7.4 is where we're going to stay. So 7.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.